boys and girls, and welcome to Gordon Guitar, Cole Swindell. I'm gonna let her. So this one is a very nice country song here from Cole. So we're gonna go through how to play the plucking parts, which is kind of the main part of the song. And we're also gonna look at the strumming pattern. So it will be pretty easy with the strumming pattern, pretty easy chords there as well, and a bit challenging with the plucking, but yeah, it's always great with some challenge in life, right? So yeah, let's start right away. No need for any capo, and we have these 4 chords to go over. So let's start first with the G. So that is G, 3rd on E, 2nd on A, open D, open G, 3rd B, and 3rd E. Then we have the E minor. So that is open E, 2nd A, 2nd D, open G, open B, and open E. Next is the C add 9. So that is 3rd on A, 2nd on D, open G, 3rd B, and open E. And then finally D. So open D, 2nd G, 3rd B, and 2nd E. Alright, so those are the chords. Let's look at the plucking here. So we're gonna go through the different chords here, chord by chord, and go over the notes. So the first chord is the G. You're gonna play that for 2 rounds. It's just gonna differ with 1 single note from round 1 to round 2. So the G part as it is sounds like this. Alright, so the first part will be okay, so you're gonna play 3rd on E here in the bass, then open D, open G, then open B, and you hammer on the 1st B. Okay, so we can stop there for a minute. Just to repeat, 3rd on E, open D, open G, open B, and hammer on the 1st B. I suggest that you hold this grip like I do here, with your ring finger here on the 3rd fret E, so you have the ability here to move around with their index finger. That's how I do it. So let's go on. We'll continue here with the 3rd fret E, still in this first part of G chord. 3rd fret E in the bass. Then you're gonna play that part, which is the 1st fret B string, and you pull off to get the open B. Then you play 3rd on E again in the bass, and open B. Then we have just the open D and open G left. And those are the notes for the first part of G. So I'm just gonna take you through this whole first part. So let's go. 3rd on E, open D, open G, open B, hammer on 1st B, 3rd E in the bass, 1st B, pull off to open B, 3rd E in the bass, open B, open D, and open G. So slowly, this part sounds like this. Okay, so the second part of the G is exactly the same. The only difference here is the 3rd last note. So in the first part you will have the open B as the 3rd last note. So that open B, and then comes the final there. For the second part you will play exactly the same, but this note will, instead of being open B, you will play the 3rd B. So and this one, and the last 2 notes there. So on the first round you have the open B, and on the second round you have the third B. So first round ends like this, and the second round ends like this. Alright, so that's the only difference there. Now we will go over the E minor. And what you do there, the best thing here is just to hold, yeah, you can hold the E minor as it is, or it's even just enough to hold it on the 2nd fret D string. So that is what you actually need for the E minor as a grip. All right. So when you have that, you're gonna play very similar to the G pattern. Now instead it's based on E minor, so that will be open E string as a bass. Then comes the 2nd fret D string, open G, open B, and hammer on the first B. Okay, so we can stop there. So open E, 2nd D, open G, open B, and hammer on the first B. Then we continue with the open E again. Then comes the first B, and pull off to get the open B. Then open E, open B, 2nd D, and open G. So you see the pattern here will be almost exact as the G, just switch the chord. So slowly this E minor part will be open E, 2nd D, open G, open B, hammer on first B, open E, first B, pull off, open E, B, open E, open B, 2nd D, and open G. Okay, that was the first part of the E minor. The second part will be in exact same way different from the E minor as the second G was from the first G. So instead of having the 3 ending notes here on with this open B, 2nd D, and open G, we have the 3rd B and 2nd D and open G. So that's the first ending, and the second ending is alright. So far we are about half into this melody. 2 G's you can say, and 2 E minors. Now we have the C add 9 parts. You will play that for 2 rounds in the exact same way, both rounds. The round will be like this. Alright, so what you do there, you actually just hold the C add 9 as it is. So you don't have to move everything around that much. So let's start with the 3rd fret A string, 2nd fret D, 3rd fret B, then comes the open D and hammer on the 2nd D, then open G and 3rd B. We can stop there. So just repeat. 3rd A, 2nd D, 3rd B, open D, hammer on, 2nd D, open G, and 3rd B. Right? Then comes the open G, 2nd D, and 3rd B. You play these 3 notes again. So open G, 2nd D, and 3rd B. And that is one full round of C add 9. You're gonna play that for 2 rounds. So I'm gonna take you through this slowly. So let's go. That's the first round. was the C add 9 parts. Now we're gonna play one round of the G part 1. So that was with the third last notes of open B. So that's this part. Alright, just for that only round. And then you're gonna end with the D part. And this D, you're gonna play to say play the same pattern there for 2 rounds. So that will be open D, second G, third B, second G, open G, and second G. Okay, that is 1 round. You're gonna play that for 2 rounds. So open D, second G, third B, second G, open G, and second G. So that was the full melody here for this song here with this chord progression: G, E minor, C, add 9, G, and D. Okay, I'm gonna take you through the full melody here a bit slow so you really can understand where we are and what we're playing. So let's go. Yes, so that was the melody here, and now we have just the final parts of the song, and that is the strumming. All right, so let's grab a G chord and we will look at the strumming with that chord, since that is the first chord, and one strumming around will sound like this. All right, so that is down, 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 up. Can stop there about half in. So down, 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 up. Down, 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 up. All right. So the second part will be up, down, 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 up. So up, down. So if we connect these two parts, down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. All right, so when it comes to this chord progression here, you're gonna play 2 strumming rounds for G, 2 strumming rounds for E minor, 2 strumming rounds for C add 9, 1 for G, and 1 for D. So 2 Gs, 2 E minor, 2 C, 1 G, 1 D. Let's go for a couple of rounds. So G, G, E minor, E minor, C add 9, C add 9, guys, so that pretty much covers Cole's song called I'm Gonna Let Her. So Good luck with this one, guys. A bit challenging with the picking, but once you get it, it's pretty much the same patterns. You will see that. So practice, and yeah, see you soon, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. I really love to see this channel grow and to see all the feedback I'm getting. So love that. See you soon, guys. Don't forget, play tuned.